name is Jessica Butler. I am 25 years old now, and I'm from Utah, born and raised. So yeah, just a little Utah girl living the circus dream, I guess. I started aerial acrobatics about 6 years ago. I went to college and I was originally studying linguistics, and then I was studying psychology, and I decided I really wanted to do art therapies. And so while I was at school, I took dance, and as I was taking dance, they offered a Cirque specialty course for dance intensive majors. And I took it and I fell in love with it and I became a therapist. The politics weren't for me, just with dealing with insurance companies. And so I got to have that fun conversation with my dad of, hey, I know I'm in a solid career, but I'm quitting my job and running away to the circus, basically. And that was a fun combo. But now it is my primary source of income. I perform and I also teach. So between the two, you just kind of have to balance how much you're doing each if you want to continue doing it for yourself, really. Just because I think anything can be a passion that kind of peters out if it just turns into work, if it just turns into a job. And so I try really hard to make sure that I have, a living wage, but on top of it, I don't lose my love for it. I'm still coming in and training for myself and having goals set and having that playtime while still making a career out of it. For me, the challenge that aerial silks presents physically sets it apart a lot. And there's also that little bit of, I guess, the adrenaline rush. It feels more like flying because so much of it is above the ground. It's aerial, it's airborne. And my favorite parts of dance were always the rolling, leaping, running, those moments with momentum behind them where you feel like you're flying. And to me, most of silks is just flying. So that flight really kind of put it up and above the rest, just because I'm still, 6-year-old on a swing set. The arts are just another language. They're a language for expression, whether you're painting or dancing, singing, acting. It's all a means of channeling emotion and conveying a message. And so I had a lot of unresolved pain and difficulties, and it was difficult for me to comprehend them without putting them into a language that I could then feel. And so I started dancing out my feelings, and then when I started doing silks, it became dancing out my feelings on the silks. It became taking an emotion, taking that feeling you get when you hear a specific song and translating it into movement. And that is something that gives you really a very powerful tool for self-expression and for stress relief, for just love. I think it's taught me a lot. So in regards to pole and aerial acrobatics, but pole specifically being overly sexualized, part of it just comes with people's association. Part of it comes with education. So if you don't know the backgrounds behind something, anything, I think, unknown and unique has appeal to it. You kind of have that allure behind mystery. And so when it's something, especially when it's something that people have been taught to have an aversion to, because it really is an extraordinary acrobatic art. It takes a lot of strength, a lot of dedication. The two things that I hear the most frequently when people come in for any aerial class, but really, really frequently for pole, is this is really hard. It's a lot harder than it looks, and this hurts. But really, it's such an empowering thing. Like, just understanding your body's capabilities and the different feats that the human body truly is capable of is amazing. Currently, I'm open to the idea of expanding and changing what I'm doing, whether that's moving somewhere and performing out of state or out of country, or whether that's just broadening my vocabulary of movement. Just expanding my skill set, I think, is my current plan, and then I'll just see where that takes me.